All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our eighth and final week of art. It's been very fun getting to see all of the artwork that you guys have made and getting to make these videos to help you make it. So today what we're going to do is we're going to be doing character design, which is one type of art that I really enjoy. So I'm super excited to see what you make today. So let's begin. All right. So the supplies you'll need for this project are a piece of paper, a pencil, an eraser, and some sort of coloring tools. You can use markers or crayons. I really love using colored pencils, so that's what I'm doing today. Okay. To start out, all you'll need is your pencil and your eraser. So I'm going to go through what I need from you, but I'm going to sort of speed it up and talk over it. So let's begin. Okay, so there's lots of wonderful comics and cartoons out there, but they're fine. But I think we need something a little fresher. So your goal today is to make the new hit cartoon or comic. It doesn't have to be, a superhero story or a fantasy story. It could just be a story about someone going to school. It can be anything you want. But what I do need is to have at least one main character. Go ahead and tell me their name. Give me three skills that they have, and be original. Come up with your own idea. Then, make sure you have one bad person character. Give me, they don't have to be an evil wizard. They could just be a bully, something as simple as that. Give me the same things for them. Name, 3 skills, and remember, be original. Then, give me the name of your story. Give me a brief description of that story too. Like you see on the back of books before you read them. Okay, so for your characters, because you're also going to draw them, in case that wasn't clear, get inspired, but don't copy. Let's say you really love Nintendo and you love Mario. Why wouldn't you? He's awesome. Don't just draw Mario for your character. Instead, find some things about Mario that you really like and be inspired by that. Maybe your character that you make up has that same bushy hair and a cool mustache, but they don't look exactly the same as Mario. Does that make sense? Okay, exaggerate. To exaggerate means to make something bigger than it normally is. If you have a character whose whole thing is being strong, you can draw muscles like this. That's fine. But it's a cartoon. Have fun. Go big. Draw some big arms like this guy has. That way, it'll be more interesting of a character to look at. If you have a character who's really tall or who's really fast or something like that, do the same for those different characteristics. Keep it simple. If you were going to truly make this story and this comic or TV show, you would need to draw this character over and over and over. So you got to make sure that your character isn't too detailed like this superhero right here. Otherwise, it's going to take forever to finish even one page of your comic. Instead, go ahead and try to simplify your idea. Maybe you start really complicated, but then as you go, you figure out, maybe I don't need all of those lines. All right, facial expressions, they are very important and they tell us what a character's thinking. With this, remember, go big. If you have a character who's upset, then you can draw a face like this. That's fine. But I would recommend you draw a face like this, where the eyes are really narrowed and there's a big frown and big eyebrows. That will show the anger a lot better. Then, make sure you give me an idea of what their goal is, because if you have a character whose goal is to be on an adventure, then they're going to be dressed, a certain way, and they're probably going to have some sort of magical sword or something. If you have a character who just wants to be a jockey, then they're not going to have a sword, they're not going to have armor. Now, your characters don't have to just be adventurers or jockeys, but the idea is think about what their life requires them to wear. Alright, use simple shapes. My original character I came up with was just a circle and a rectangle and some squiggly lines. That's fine. That's a good thing to stick to. Alright, so this is all stuff that you do not need to write down. This is just me explaining it. But now on your piece of paper, go ahead and divide it into 2 parts, and divide one of those parts into 2 parts. So you'll draw your main character in this top one right here. So here is my main character. So make sure you have the name and then give me 3 skills. He's got super gauntlets, he's friendly, and he's brilliant, which means very smart. Here is my bad person character. This guy's name is Daz, and you can't see it very well, but he has super boots, he's sneaky, and he's brilliant as well. Now, go ahead and write the name of your story. My story will be called Razzle Dazzle, and here's my brief description of it. I'll read it out loud. 2 aliens, in an effort to save their halves of a planet, have to find the elusive magic bean. The only problem? It's in the planet's core. And there you go. Now, you don't have to write this story, I just want to see your character ideas. Go ahead and color in your characters once you finish, drawing and writing everything else. Some final notes about this. Remember, my story right here is like a science fiction story, but yours does not have to be. Maybe you want it to be about dragons, or just about being at school, or maybe it's about something in history. It can be anything you want, and your characters can look however they want, but these are some tips and tricks that I think will help make your characters really pop and really, be very interesting. So I'm excited to see what you guys make. Alright, that's the end of our project today. If you have any questions, please let me know. I know this was really fast, so if you need to slow it down, I think you can do that in YouTube. But when you finish up, go ahead and take a picture of this and send it to me. I feel like that'll be the easiest way for me to get your art all together. Thank you so much for joining me for this video and all of the other ones that I made for you. It's been a pleasure to get to see all of your awesome artwork, and I'm excited to see you guys next year. Have a good summer.